Hi guys, it's Ashley with Pugs and Pearls, and today we are going to be doing another mask review. And this little mask came from my ESSIE subscription box, and this is the Clarisea Sea Salt Solutions Face Deep Pore Detox Activated Charcoal Exfoliating Mask. So that's a mouthful. And they give you 1 ounce of this product, and the instructions are to pour a quarter size amount into the palm of a hand or a small bowl. Slowly add drops of water while mixing until a paste is created. Paint onto face in circular motions. Rinse off once dry. And so the exact measurements it gives me is 1 teaspoon and 1 teaspoon of the mask and half a teaspoon of water. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I have a few items with me. I've got my e.l.f. mask tool, and I've also got some measuring tools and also a little container that's clean to put this mask in. So I'm kind of excited. I've never used a powder mask to turn it into a charcoal mask. And so I'm gonna go ahead and do this, put it on, and then we're gonna read a little bit more about the mask, and then I'll come back and tell you my thoughts. So guys, we're gonna go ahead and take 1 teaspoon of this mask and put it into my little cup. And it's very powdery, so it starts to kick up quite a lot. So I'm gonna try to not put this everywhere. We'll do a hefty little amount there. Put that in my little cup. Do a little bit more. I feel like I didn't get all of it. Okay. So that used, I would say, about maybe a third of this jar. If you can tell, it's just a light gray color. And this is what it looks like in the little bowl. Okay, and then I have a little water, so it's going to be very cold. And then I'm taking the half a teaspoon, just putting a little bit of water, and then pouring that in the bowl. And then I'm just going to take this tool and I'm going to start mixing this together. Okay guys, so once I've mixed it, I feel like there's really not a lot of product in here, but we're gonna go ahead and start putting it on my face. So I'm gonna zoom you in. Let's start doing it. Oh yeah, that is cold with the cold water. That water came right out of, well, it said circular motions, so I'm gonna kind of paste it on. And I've got a lot of breakouts, so I'm kind of hoping that this thing kind of helps with that. And it's going a lot longer or more, the product is actually working out really well. It seemed like it wasn't a lot, but I think it's actually gonna work out. I don't think I'll need to do any more. I don't think I'll need to make any more. So, very cool. It's very cool to the touch, and again, I think that mostly has have to do with the fact that I used really cold water from the fridge. That bottle had been kind of cooling in the fridge, so it's kind of nice. It feels really nice going on. It's not as thick as the last Origins mask that I tried. I feel like that one went on a lot thicker. And so let me see if I can get this nose covered. Now what I thought was interesting too is the instructions don't say anything about time. They just say when it's dry, so I guess we'll have to figure that out. But yes, it feels very nice and cooling just because I think the water is so cold going on. I can already feel it starting to dry a little bit on my skin. So yeah, I would say that it looks like that pretty much covered my entire face. And that's all I don't have any left. So this did a really good job, I think, so far, at least coverage. So what I'm gonna do is read to you a little bit about what I learned from the company that makes this mask while it dries. And again, this is from Clarisea. This is Sea Salt Solutions. And it says it's an all-natural powder mask that gives skin an instant and refreshed look. So that's what we're looking for. A burst of activated bamboo charcoal, kaolin clay, calendula latches to the dirt and oil in pores, clearing out blackheads and lurking breakouts. So again, like I said, I've been having some breakouts, so hopefully this works out for me. Our clarifying sea salt brew is blended in with the clay base. The powdered salt crystals gently exfoliate as you apply the mask and then gradually dissolve into the skin to help heal and clarify as the mask dries. Now, I didn't really feel it being exfoliating. I mean, I did kind of try to like rub it in, but you can already see it starting to dry, kind of where I only had a little bit. So we are going to go ahead and I'm going to film another video while this dries, and then I'm going to come back and tell you a little bit about how it actually worked out for me, what it looks like. And one more thing, this retails for $18 for a 4 ounce, and this little jar is a 1 ounce container that I got for free in my ESSIE bag, so just to remind you. And I will say, like, there's tons of reviews on the site that give it like 5 stars, so I've never heard of this mask. I'm finally glad I'm getting to try it, and I'll be back to kind of tell you my thoughts. Okay guys, I'm back. It's been about 30 minutes since I last saw you, and the only thing that hasn't dried is like this little blob where I think I put a little too much. But as you can see, I'll get up a little bit closer. It definitely has dried. You can kind of see some of the, like the little pores and everything. It's dry, and it has changed to like a very light gray color. It feels slightly tightening, but not as tight as the Origins charcoal mask that I used a couple of videos back. So just slightly tightening. When it was drying, it kind of felt a little ticklish as it started to dry up on my face. But like I said, it's very comfortable, very easy to wear. The only thing I will say is that the powder can be a little bit messy. I kind of have it all over my vanity right now. And I do think I will get probably 2 more uses out of this, which is kind of cool to know that, you know, I can do this a few more times, which is really nice. And they recommend, I think, 1 to 3 times a week using it this way. And they also say that you can use it as a cleansing clay. So you can just put it in your hands, mix it with water in your hands, and then just kind of massage your face with it. So that's another way you can use this, but I really wanted to use the mask tonight. So with that being said, I am going to go ahead and wash this off and tell you guys my final thoughts. Okay guys, I'm back. So I don't know if you can tell any difference, but I have some breakouts down here. Again, this is why I kind of was interested in doing this mask. And it definitely feels like it tightened up some of my pores, right where I have larger pores. It does feel like those kind of closed up a little bit. When I touch my face, like it doesn't, it's not as smooth and as soft as it was when I did the Origins charcoal mask. So I thought that was interesting to note. I do feel like the charcoal one's probably a little bit, you know, higher quality and probably a little bit more expensive. I will say though, like, my lips, when I was first washing it off, it was a little hard to wash off. And one thing that really helped was this e.l.f. tool. So not only did the spatula work really great when applying it, which I love, but this little end has really soft bristles, and that really helped to kind of break up the mask and get it off. So I will just shout out this thing again. I have used it ever since I started my first mask video on this channel, and I'm very new to masks, so I'm still learning and kind of learning new things as I go. But I did buy this for my mask videos thinking it would be helpful, but it's awesome, and it's $5, and I just saw that Ulta now has this online. You can't get it in stores, but you can buy this from Ulta online now, so I think that's a great deal. For $5, I'm getting a lot of use out of it, and I find both ends to be very, very functional. As far as the masks, this mask goes, I don't think it's my favorite that I have tried, just because I wish my skin felt a little bit more, I don't know, it's not that it's not soft, but it definitely feels like, I don't know, feels like it's dragging a little bit when I like touch my face, like it's not as soft as it could be. I do feel like my complexion is still very decent. And again, the pores did tighten up a little bit, especially where I have bigger pores right here. So guys, let me know what you think. Have you tried this? Do you have any thoughts? I have been really loving doing these mask videos. I've been trying out a ton of stuff, and I have plenty to go through. I keep all of my masks in this Sephora Paint It Pink kit that I got. And I've got like all of my masks in here to try out for you guys. So if you have a favorite mask, definitely leave it below. I've been collecting a lot of your comments and trying to add some of those masks to the ones that I would like to try. So thanks again for watching, guys. Feel free to ask any comments below. We can chat there, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye, guys.